Welcome back to another video, everybody. I am Coleman. Thank you so much for joining us today on our Survival Island Let's Play series, ladies and gentlemen. We're gonna start working. The biggest thing we have a problem with is bones, and more bones, and it's because this farm right here is small. So what we're gonna do is try to add another layer of 2 to the farm. We have the resources, and we also have Tally here with us today. So me and Tally are just gonna be chit-chatting, the whole video, just hanging out like we do normally in Discord. So hope you enjoy some of the conversations we have. If you do, don't forget to tell Tally he's a nerd and he's ugly in the comments below. Am I right, Tally?
Yeah. Huh?
Yeah.
Yup.
So yeah, ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna work our way up there. We actually need some trapdoors, so we're gonna need a lot of trapdoors, and then we can work our way up there and get our farm started. So Tally has been playing Valorant. He's getting back into Valorant, which is one of those traps you get into. You fall in love with Valorant again, and then it's game over.
So it's one of those games that you'll hate yourself for playing.
Exactly. So Tally was telling us how he got put in bronze 1. Not trying to, dog Tally.
Oh my god.
A bronze 1, Yeah. Oh my god. Yeah.
Hey, you play it too. You'll probably get bronze too.
Bro, I'll get diamond 7, bro. I swear to God, I'm on mama.
No.
On your mama, bro. I swear to God. But yeah, we were talking about we were just discussing the quality of games basically now, and how there's not many shooters. There's all like a bunch of survival games, which I feel like you got to have a good mix of both. Like you have to have your shooters, and then you also have to have like you gotta have your survival, your shooters, your builders. And I feel like right now that the world is lacking a good shooter game. Like I think Call of Duty kind of butchered it. Valorant's a good one. Apex is still good, but like I feel like we need more. Like what would make a good shooter is the question. What do you think, Tyler? Like what would you want to see in a shooter? It's a crazy question on the spot, right? What would be a good shooter? What would make a good shooter? Like
I like the utility like aspect of Valorant. But at the same time I like the ability to customize your classes like in Call of Duty.
Yep.
So you can basically prepare yourself for anything or play a certain style if you want to. Like if you want to run a riot shield and be super passive the entire game of Call of Duty, you can just make a loadout like that. Valorant has really good like utility stuff, I think. Like each character is different from the next, So everyone has like their strengths and their weaknesses.
Yeah, I feel like we've gotten to a point in video games where it's all about battle royales, and I love battle royales. Like, don't get me wrong, but I feel like some battle royales do a good job and some don't. Like, I think what could kill a battle royale is the third partying. So like,
Yeah.
Like what was it? Like the first Apex map was like all it was third partying. Or it was perfect. Like there was no third party. And then the second map, all it was third party. And so like you couldn't get a good rhythm going. And I feel like games nowadays, they kind of lack that addictability. And this is what I want to talk about too, is why I feel like since it is like the creation of TikTok and all that, the addictability for video games has gone so down because people's attention span has just lowered. Like, what are your thoughts on that? Like, it used to be where I could watch like 40-minute long video and be hooked in, but now it's like I got about 5 minutes attention span and I'm bored. So, do you think that is contributing to like video games as well?
Maybe. I'm not real sure. It just kind of depends on the. Oh, hang on.
You got killed, didn't you?
I'm killing people. Hang on.
In
game.
Yeah, not IRL. Don't report. Yeah, I
All
don't know.
right. So anyway,
It's yeah. Go ahead.
um, yeah, I could see the attention span, but at the same time, I just think it's like the game itself needs to be good enough to get somebody's attention. I mean, look at Fortnite. When that came out, like what, four, was it 6 years ago?
It was a
Was it
while
17?
ago.
2017.
Yeah,
And it's 7 years ago. Oh my gosh.
that's
I think
gross,
that's
dude.
right.
That
But
makes
anyway,
sense. Yeah.
but even like, 5 years ago or whenever, when you were like, when it was super big, there were millions of players or whatever, um, you could sit down and watch like Tim the Tap Man or Courage JD or Ninja or, Shroud or whoever wants to play it. You could sit there and watch them for hours while I stream,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah, I
So
think
I
that was
think
just be.
it's got to be a good game,
You know what?
you
Also, I
know?
think too is bad is Fortnite revolutionized games because it brought the what a game never had, which was the building aspect. I feel like it's harder nowadays for game developers to find that aspect of the game that separates them. Like for example, like you would have like Apex and Valorant, their abilities is what separated them from like like a CS:GO or
Yeah.
normal like Call of Duty. And then you had Fortnite, which was PUBG with building. So like that was the it. I feel like it's harder and harder nowadays for creators to come up with that like it factor that kind of separates them from all the from the other games.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to figure
Yeah.
out like I mean I guess if I would find out the it factor I would already I'd be a millionaire, right? But I don't
Correct.
know what the next it factor would be to like video games. Like I don't, and maybe I'm thinking like it would be. I think a game tried this like with survival games, right? You usually with survival games you kind of just have the you only have one world to live on, right? And then I think there was a game I don't remember what it's called, but it did like interplanetary. Um,
Was
what
Star
was
or
it called?
something maybe?
Yeah, and it allowed you to go between the planets and stuff.
Yeah.
I honestly, I think the next style of game is going to be VR, like to where you feel like you can like like the is it Ready Player One? That the TV that's the movie where
Yeah.
they actually were able to go to like a different reality. I think that's going to be the next it factor. But the problem is how do you make it feel real, like the tactile. Like you could do the screen all day, right? Like whatever, right? That's easy. But to make someone feel like the wind on their face and like the touch of the sand and all that,
You're talking like
that's
4D.
yeah, like a haptic suit, where you feel like when you get
Yeah.
punched, you feel like pain on your arm, I feel like that's gonna be the next big thing, and whoever invents that first is gonna be like the billion-dollar company,
Well, Apple came out with those glasses, didn't they?
Yeah, the
I don't know what they're called.
what's it called? Vision?
Yeah.
Apple Pro
Yeah,
Vision?
something
Vision
like that.
Pro?
I don't
Vision
know.
Pro. You know what I thought about doing? Think about this, right? Since, YouTube is my business, right? I thought about getting them
Okay.
and writing them up as a business expense. What do we think? Making a video about them? And then writing them up as a
Yeah, you
business
have to.
expense?
I mean, there's business stuff behind that. Like you probably have to. You got to open up an LLC and stuff.
I could do it. I could do it. But
Yeah,
imagine
it's not
writing it up.
hard. Yeah, you
But
could.
like with that business, like what do you have to do with that business? Like that's what I need to know. Like I can open up an LLC all day. But like how do I maintain an LLC? Like what tax documents do I need? Like,
Yeah.
I don't know. I have to watch a bunch of videos about that. But I think that's the next thing is the 4D like haptic suit. Like you feel like you're in a. Oh, did you see the things? Because the other problem or aspect of it is how do you make someone feel like they're running around when you only have a limited amount of space in that room, And so this
I've seen a couple of things to like fix that.
yeah, where like it's
Um,
like a treadmill, like a 360 treadmill. Have you seen that?
yeah, yeah, I have.
I think
I
that
think
would
it
be
might have been
sweet.
Apple that came out with it, but it was like there were like little things that you could stand on, like multiple people could stand on it and walk certain ways and stuff.
Yeah.
Um, then there's like there's like a actual like treadmill style thing where like you stand in the middle and it's kind of like angled up everywhere you go, and then you have this thing that kind of holds you in place around your waist, and you can like
Yeah, I've
run
seen
and
that.
stuff.
Yeah, I just don't know. Like that's just like if I'm playing like imagine this right. You're playing Call of Duty and you get shot, and it feels like something like not like like obviously not like a crazy shot, but like it would be like either like your suit would like punch you,
Like a
or
paintball
something.
shot.
Yeah, like a paintball shot. So like it would make it feel real, and it would also force you to make decisions as of like, oh, I don't want to peer around this corner because that's gonna hurt a lot, you know. And
Yeah.
that's just like that's the day I want. Like I want to feel like. No, see, I'm just going off my train of thought, right? Too, but that also kind of takes away from real life paintball. Like if you want to do that, go play airsoft, go play paintball.
And I like some paintball.
Yeah, I love paintball. But like, at what point do we get to the point in society to where we are inside all day, but outside in VR? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, that's a weird concept to think about. Like, at what point are we sitting on our couch, but in reality, we're in the middle of like the desert, sand.
I mean, we're kind of like that now with which is video games in general. Like right now, I'm on a beach somewhere with a gun in my hand.
Yeah.
But reality, I'm sitting in my room, you know.
But it has to feel real. Like I want to feel like I'm actually like I want to feel the weight of the gun. I don't know. That's just like like the Ready Player One is like the vibe I'm thinking about, where you put on goggles and you're actually in like a different planet.
Yeah.
That would be wild.
So they're probably not going to come out with all of that at once, like the kick of the gun, the weight of the gun, all that good stuff. They're probably not going to come out with all that at the same time. So what would they come out with first?
The goggles. Like they already have the goggles is the main thing. Like the visual aspect is the main thing. They already have that, but it's still. I don't know if it's as good as it can be. It's a good start, right?
Well, no, that's just like the real or like the vision, like virtual reality part. I'm talking about like the physical, like.
The physical would be I've seen it. It's a haptic suit. It's basically like a black suit you put on, and it does little shocks. So I've seen that they have something similar. It does like little shocks to your body. Like if you get shot, like it like a shocks your arm or something. But like I think they got the haptic suit. It's just the aspect of like making it feel real, of like feeling the wind blow through your hair, or like I don't know. I feel like the actual gameplay is not hard to do because you could just do like the suit, and like you can hold like a toy gun. Like you can buy a toy gun for your setup or whatever. But the atmosphere is what is the hardest part to doing this.
Yeah.
And so that's where like, do you come out like do you go crazy, right? And do you go, hey, instead of purchasing the suit, you have to purchase a building, like those like little container homes.
Uh-huh.
You have to purchase this container home, whatever, and then it has fans, and it has like spray bottles, like for like rain, and it has, X, Y, and Z, to bring the atmosphere to you. So that may be like a thought, an idea. Like, hey, you purchase this $25,000 building, and it has rain, it has water, it has like gusts of wind, it has smells, like it brings like the 40 cube to you. So maybe that's a direction they go,
Yeah. You could do that, but then there's like problems that come with that. Such as number one, cost. I have no idea how much that would cost to,
It would have to be like literally 25, 30, probably 50 grand to be honest with you. Like
probably more than that. And then you have like the maintenance cost of it. Like you have to refill the water containers or whatever. Then you have to refill like the smell containers or the scents and stuff. And probably what will end up happening is just people will just have it for like the fans or something. To like they just won't have like certain aspects of it.
Yeah.
They'll just buy the full thing and not even use half of it.
Yeah, but if you think about it, you could probably make it really user friendly, like the box, and then like the fans. All you have to do is dust them. You dust them out. The bottles, you can order bottles and just screw it on.
Hayden.
Who?
Hayden. Well, the
Yep.
new Parkman, you know.
Oh, hello, Peyton. You are live, Peyton. You are on the YouTube video.
Oh, my bad.
You messed up.
Yeah, you goofed. Now you're locked in. Well, you're talking about.
I can promptly leave.
Peyton, what do you think the next step in gaming is?
Like, what would blow your mind if you saw it, like, gaming-wise? Is it Battle Royale? Is it, like, what do you think it is?
I think it is. The next step is the what's that Apple product that recently came out?
Hey, Vision Pro.
Yeah, Vision Pro.
Vision Pro. I think the Vision Pro. It's gonna be a game. It's gonna be like a collaborative VR game that happens in real world with the Vision Pro.
Yeah. See, like a sandbox style game.
But that's like that's VR, you know.
Yeah, it's VR.
We already have like that type of VR.
But
We're
yeah,
talking,
but we
like,
have VR, but virtual worlds.
Yeah.
But imagine, but we're thinking like, you know how like Pokemon Go works. You see the stuff in the real. You see like it through the camera in the real world. But this is like a lot more interactive because it's through the Vision Pro, and since so many people have Vision Pros, you know, you can do like a wide game with it. You know, kind of get what I'm saying?
Yeah, like, let's take VR out of it. What would be next? Like, what, like, you know how Fortnite added building to a game? Like, take VR out of it, like, you have to
And
be
it blew everybody's mind.
Yeah, what would that be?
Good lord, I have no idea.
I mean, if you do, you'd probably be a game designer, right? Yeah.
That's fair.
It
If
would
I
be
had to
on
edit me
Discord
out
with
the video.
us, you know? Yeah.
That's true. That's tough. I don't know. What would blow my mind?
What
Like
do you
if
want? What
Fortnite
game do
added.
you want?
What game do I want?
Do you want another shooter? Do you want another adventure game? Do you want like another Minecraft? Like, what do you want?
You know what I would like? I just figured this out. A way to where like let's say you have one, I have one, Peyton has one, right? But we could like all log on, and then it would create like basically virtual like / holograms of ourselves in each other's living room, and we could play like board games or something, or pickleball, you know?
Oh, I would doubt shooting pickleball. That'd be so fun.
Or basketball or whatever, you know? Like we could
That would be pretty
play,
cool.
We could play, and maybe like you know the mechanism we have. Yeah, in a way. But like the thing we have could like turn into like almost kind of like a virtual like chessboard or whatever. So like when I move a knight to E3 or whatever, then it moves the knight on your end, like a holographic knight to E3. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that'd be cool, like a little
so
virtual
instead
hangout.
of like, because right now we're like hanging out with each other, but we're not with each other. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like that could be like a next step to where we're still hanging out with each other and we're a little bit more around each other.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd
be pretty cool.
Like a virtual hangout. That's kind of cool. Yeah. Yeah, it's basically like you just want teleportation. You want to be in my living room at all times. I get it.
Yeah. I just want to pop in and be like, "Hey, how you doing?"
Yeah, because that's like basically the next thing. Because I mean, we're always like, all technology is like finding a way for us to like interact with each other on a more like easier basis. So next step is like, hey, how can we just be in each other's living room? You know?
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I didn't think about that. Interesting. Yeah, that would be cool. I'm trying to think of what game I want. What do I want? I love the open world. Like, I want to interact with someone in like Poland. You know, I want to interact with someone in like Indonesia. Like, I want us all to like your idea, Tally, but I want to interact with random people.
Yeah.
But I want a way to where there's no trolls. You know, there's no one trolling. It's all just like, I don't know. Like, I want to interact. I want to meet random people, but I also want the control to like ban those people if they're not cool people. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I think that's I think that's
you
what I
could
want.
do it a way to have a if you ban somebody, they just disappear from your sight and ears. You know.
Oh, there's no way the fire alarm's going off again, bro. Oh my god. Ladies and
Well,
gentlemen, that's it
that's
for
the end of the
today's video.
video.
I guess I gotta go outside for this fire alarm. Guys, thank you so much for tuning in today's video. We'll have more conversations with Callie and Parkman 2.0 later. So stay beautiful, stay smiling, peace.